And I know why this is being done. These guys' channels are not organically grown. They know the state of the economy, and they know what's happening with the economy, and they know that these loser jobs, people are going to go for them out of desperation. So they're trying to glamorize it and basically say, somebody started a fire, bro. What is this person doing? Anyway, so yeah, they know that their is coming to an end. You know, their their the job market. Okay, the job market is changing, man. And a lot of these jobs are going to be, because of the pandemic, because of the economic depression, a lot of these jobs are going to be gone. Like Dan Penny said, entire industries are going to be forever, gone forever. You know, that's the reality. And because of that, there's always going to be a McDonald's, there's always going to be a KFC that you can flip burgers in until they turn that into robots. But there's still going to be, so they want they want to put you there and tell you that, oh, you need to now work. There's people playing cricket, bro. Can you guys play cricket? Yeah, so that's the thing. They want you to work these loser jobs because they want to now glamorize it and say, look, McDonald's is not a bad job. Look, it's fun. And they're using these people. These guys are being paid handsomely to do the work. It's not organic YouTube and TikTok. This TikTok, you know, it's not organic, man. All right, so that's enough of that. McDonald's to open 50 new restaurants and hire 20,000 staff as lockdown eased. This news broke on 20th of June 2021, so only a few days after I actually made that video. So let's have a look at this. McDonald's has committed to open 50 restaurants and employ 20,000 staff in 2021 with an additional 100 franchises to be launched by 2023. McDonald's is to recruit 20,000 more people and open 50 new restaurants in the UK and Ireland this year. The fast food chain will aim to employ the additional staff and set up the new franchises and locations across the country in the next 6 months. Chief Executive Paul Pomeroy said over the next 2 years, McDonald's will seek to open another 100 branches. Okay, that's exactly what I was talking about talking about when I said there's always going to be a McDonald's to flip burgers in. And that's true. McDonald's ain't going nowhere. McDonald's will be here forever. And they are confident in opening 50 new restaurants. Why? Because they know that there's going to be many people who will be forced to work in McDonald's. That's the reality. They know they can hire the staff. They know they can hire the staff. They know that they can open new restaurants and it's easy for them. It's easy. It's piss easy for McDonald's. Because they understand the way of the world. They understand the way that the country and the job market is going. Let's not kid ourselves. They have access to all the data anyway. They have access to the data that we don't have access to. We have access to some data, but they have access to the best data. These fat cats, they know what's up and they can tell, yeah, man, we cannot just keep expanding. Fast food is expanding. Because that's where the jobs are going to. The jobs are going to loser jobs. Like I said, loser jobs, fast food. That's not the only loser job, but that's one that's available. It's quick, it's easy, and a lot of people don't seem to understand. I mean, this whole Great Resignation and this whole, what's it called, universal basic income, that's not going to really save people. I mean, if McDonald's was scared of universal basic income, why would they be opening 50 new restaurants? You don't think McDonald's knows that UBI is coming? Of course they know. They know it's coming. Elon Musk knows it's coming. But this is the thing, but they're not scared of it because they know that you're still going to work there. People think, oh, UBI is going to save us. We don't have to work in McDonald's. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. The only thing UBI will do will essentially stop you from ending up like Venezuela. That's the only thing it will do. It will stop you from ending up like Venezuela. It will stop you from having to eat rotten meat. That's what happens in Venezuela. They eat rotten meat because they can't afford to buy fresh meat, so they have to eat it rotten. That's what's happening then. UBI is just going to get you a tin of beans and a loaf of bread. If you think you're going to be eating steak and salmon and shrimp, you're living in Disneyland. You're living in absolute Disneyland if that's what you think. The UBI is going to be the barest minimum. So McDonald's know that they're not going to have any problems hiring new staff for these 50 new restaurants. And neither is KFC. Check this. KFC announces 500 new restaurants to open across UK. Think about that. 500 new restaurants. Now think about how small the UK is, right? It's a small country. 500 new restaurants? Look how confident they are. They're very confident. And it's not a risk. It's plain sailing, man. It's not a risk. It's not a risk for KFC. KFC is taking the UK by storm as they have announced plans to open 500 new restaurants. The fast food giant will be increasing from 900 stores to 1,400, with some including drive-thrus. Here are the locations for the new stores. Now think about that, right? Think about that. How long has KFC been in the UK? In fact, I'm going to check that right now. How long has KFC been in the UK? So KFC's been in the UK since 1965, right? Okay. KFC has been in the UK since 1965. So they only opened up, okay, it's been 57 years, and they only opened up 900 restaurants in 57 years, okay? And now all of a sudden they're increasing to 1,400 with an additional 500. That is a massive, massive leap, right? That's a massive leap. Why would they expand so much? Because, like I said, they understand the future job market. There's not going to be really any jobs. There's going to be some, but not much outside of fast food work. Think about other industries. Other industries are contracting, right? Other industries are contracting. But fast food is not contracting, especially these big, massive chains. They're not contracting, they're expanding. I mean, have a look at some of these stores. They're adding more drive-throughs to their portfolio. New restaurants are also being considered for land where drive-throughs cannot be accommodated. Interesting. Okay, now look at some of these stores, right? So I'm just trying to look at the towns where there's multiple KFCs, towns and cities. All right, let's have a look at some of these. So you can see there's going to be 2 in Brighton, both drive-throughs. Cambridge, 1, 2, 3. 3 in Cambridge, 2 drive-throughs. You're looking at Coventry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 at the university. There's a lot of KFCs in Coventry, man. And Coventry's not a big place. I mean, Coventry's not a big place at all, and they're opening up 5 KFCs. Like, how many KFCs do you need? How many KFCs do you need, man? Let's go down a bit. 2 in Edinburgh. Okay. Glasgow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 7 new KFCs in Glasgow. You can see that. They're expanding, and they're expanding big time. So I told you guys, man, you're gonna be working in KFC. You're gonna be working in McDonald's. This is the future. I told you guys 2 years ago. I've been harping on about this for 2 years about getting serious if you want to avoid working these loser jobs. I don't tell people to take loser jobs because I know it's a path that leads to nowhere. I told you guys in 2020, I made that video, April. I said, get your online business started. Some of you numbskulls need to go back and watch my videos from, especially at the beginning of the pandemic. I made live streams in the pandemic, right? At the beginning of the pandemic, when that I wasn't even meant to. I did that specifically to help you guys out. I wasn't meant to be doing live streams in April. I never start live streaming in April. I normally start live streaming in about May, June, sometimes July, but never. I did that because I had messages to get out there to help you guys understand that you're gonna have to start something and establish something. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do, man. I don't care what side hustle you do, as long as it's something lucrative, as long as it has some potential to some scalability in the future. That's all I'm interested in. But at the end of the day, if you don't do it, it's going to be McDonald's for you. It's going to be working in McDonald's, working in KFC, or working in the new Wendy's. Yes, Wendy's, 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 Wendy's. American fast food giant Wendy's opens first of 400 restaurants. So let's have a look at this. American's fast food chain Wendy's has announced the full menu for its first UK locations in 20 years. While this isn't the first time Wendy's has brought its outlets to Britain, and the originals didn't last, this time things seem even more ambitious. Like I said, it's easy for them. The BBC has reported that Wendy's has its eye on opening 400 outlets nationwide and will use the move as a springboard to expand further into Europe in time. After setting up here in the 1980s and 1990s, Wendy's finally departed the UK in 2001. Property costs and overheads were cited as the reason for closing their restaurants, with the brand saying expansion at the time wasn't possible. Wasn't possible then, but it sure is now. Time away from the UK market has dented the burger giant's success. However, Wendy's is the third biggest burger chain in the world, only preceded by McDonald's and Burger King. Interesting, I didn't know that. But then again, when you think about it, those are the big two. Then you think about other burger chains, because KFC is not a burger chain. I mean, yeah, it's probably, yeah, it makes sense. The brand already owns nearly 7,000 sites worldwide, with locations spanning 30 countries, and has said it wants to take the crown from McDonald's in the UK and eventually become the biggest household name on the block. Pretty bold. So these big food chains are fighting each other. That's not our business. I don't give a toss. But you know, the thing is that Wendy's is entering the UK market, okay, after a failure, but they are very confident. Again, very confident. 50 new restaurants. You think they start with maybe 5, 10, 15, or 20, but no, they're saying we're going for 50, man. We're going big. And they can afford to go big because, like McDonald's, like KFC, they understand. They understand that this is the future. They understand the way things are going. People will probably be fighting to work in McDonald's. That's how bad things are getting, man. Things are getting really bad. And some of you guys might ask, Unreal, how can you predict this? How do you know what's coming? And the reason how I can predict certain things is because I know where the powers that be want to take us. And because I know where these powers that be want to take us, it's not so difficult for me to predict what they are going to do next. So I saw the trend of the fast food workers. I mean, why would there be an explosion? Because we understand about YouTube and TikTok. It's not organic. These people at the top of YouTube and TikTok, they are being promoted by YouTube, by TikTok to be in the position that they're in. That's the thing. People will never say this, but I don't care. That's the truth. Um, they're being promoted to be in the position that they're in. So when you see a trend that's going on of McDonald's workers, and it's not even McDonald's, it's loser jobs, you know, Amazon flex drivers, you know, people doing all these career jobs and all these loser delivery jobs. Why are they blowing up? Because that's the future. The future is working as an Amazon flex driver. The future is working, you know, for these big corporations. Small businesses are dying out. The pandemic is destroying small businesses. That's the reality of the situation. Many small businesses closed down, but these big businesses, they're expanding. But I can tell when you see a trend like that, there's a reason why a trend is blowing up. These trends are not blowing up organically. These trends are blowing up because that's what the establishment wants. They want you to think working in fast food is acceptable. It's not acceptable, but they want you to think it's acceptable. So that's why they'll market you and say, yeah, yeah, man. Like the Subway Milad, he was the one who influenced that video. I think his channel's called Subway Milad or something like that. But if you just put Subway Milad, it'll definitely come up. This guy blew up on YouTube and TikTok for being a Subway worker. And he said in one of his videos, Subway is a good job. No, it's not a good job. It's a crap job, but that's what they're promoting. They're promoting that to you because they want you to work there. And what I'm trying to do is trying to prevent you guys from working these loser jobs and living a life of humiliation. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to prevent that from happening. I'm not going to work these jobs. I'll never accept these jobs. I don't have to. I don't have to. But the reality is for a lot of you guys, if you don't follow what I'm saying, man, a lot of you guys, you're going to be working these loser jobs for the rest of your life. Like I told you, UBI is not going to save you. This great resignation is a joke. These people thinking they can beat the rich. You can't beat the rich, man. Stop kidding yourself. Stop kidding yourself. The cost of living is going up. It's getting tougher and tougher and tougher to live in countries like the UK and the USA and around the world. And I'm going to do more videos about the cost of living crisis and what's going on in this country because it's getting tough, man. It's getting tough and people really going to struggle. The reason why UBI is coming because people are going to be in such a desperate situation. They're going to put you in desperation first before they initiate this UBI. So all this nonsense about 4-day work week, great resignation, all this is nonsense. People are kidding themselves. People are kidding themselves. We have to find alternative ways to make money, multiple streams of income, and ideally leave the country as well, because that's going to cut down your cost a lot. That is the formula that I'm presenting to you guys. So yeah, man, that's all I got to say. Keep tuned. More videos are coming. And it's on Roman here, the truth that matters. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you're informed every time I upload a new video.